Welcome back to Last Night I Watched. I'm your host, Carlos. Today, I got my good pal Ian, Kristian, and Mark. What's going on, guys?
Just hanging out, man. Yep, just hanging out.
We have gotten through it, you guys. We have persevered. We made it through Season 1 of Halo. And today, we're going to be talking about the finale, Episode 9, Transcendence. Let's do it, guys.
Makee took the artifact. She's gone.
Cortana,
Yes, John.
I'm gonna need you now.
We need to leave now.
We still have options.
The Covenant planet could be right there. We just can't see it.
I'll send the Marines.
You send 10,000 Marines, you lose 10,000 Marines. Silver Team can do it. Afternoon. Come to daddy.
I think this might be my favorite episode of the whole season.
I'd probably agree.
Not just because it's ending it finally, putting us out of our misery, but it was actually pretty well made. Plenty of action, plenty of tension, a little twist there with Halsey. We got to hang out with the Spartans some more, and no Quan. Thank goodness. We haven't seen Quan since episode 7, I think.
Yeah, 2 episodes in a row.
Yeah, pretty nice. A nice little treat.
Thank God.
And we got the big climax at the end. Plenty of action. We got some first-person shots. Brutes, elites, grunts, prophets. And Makee gets shot in the heart. Shot through the heart.
Oh, and they're to blame. To give love a bad name. I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Kristian said her wound looked like apple pie.
Her what?
No, the Spartan chick.
Oh, is that what you're talking about? I'm sorry.
Not Kai, but Riz when she got blown up by the sticky grenade.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
when they're like looking at her, and I'm like, oh, is Kai gonna like take some of that apple pie looking stuff and put it in her hair?
Oh God.
Oh.
Grease her hair back.
Yeah.
Anyways.
What a rebel.
Yeah. well, let's start with Kristian. What do you think about this episode?
The thing with this is like, I have had such a lack of interest in the characters, and really most of what's going on, as I've basically said in like all the other episodes. So when you have all of this stuff happening, it makes you, because you brought this up, Ian, you said, well, why are you doing this now? I mean, you should have done stuff like this earlier in the season, you know, garner more interest in it. And like, it was cool, you know, like the scenes in it, you know, it was really good action, and like, you know, more of what you want out of something that you would think should be in a Halo series more often, but they took it really towards just like to the end. So that was kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
But
we did get there. We finally got a little bit of that taste of Halo.
yeah, I hope they up the rating next season.
Like to rated R?
Yeah, I mean, it's Halo, you know. I mean, you can pull it off if you don't technically, but I don't know. I'm biased. I like
But we
goriness.
did get like grunts getting executed. We got brutes getting shot up and a little bit of blood splatter.
That's true.
The thing about Halo is the original trilogy was rated M for mature, and then for some reason they switched hands to 343 Industries. And I believe it started with Halo 4, 5, and 6. They're all rated T for teen.
4's rated T?
4 is M.
Okay,
Oh, okay. So start with 5.
Because I don't think I've ever played a T-rated Halo game. Well, story-wise, at least.
Which 5 is probably one of my least favorite games. And that's because they were trying to get all the kiddos in on there and sell more action figures maybe, or I don't know. I don't know why they did that.
They want to do the whole sell to a broader audience crap.
Yeah.
That's what I would imagine.
So
It's pretty lame, especially for the dedicated fan who's been there since day one. But
we played it when we were kids. Like,
I know, right?
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. We turned out all right, I think. Didn't we?
Yeah, we're not just killing machines.
Yeah.
So
This is coming from the two that want more blood and guts.
Yeah.
One of the problems with the show is there's not enough blood and guts.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, Ian, what do you think about this one?
Pretty much what Kristian said. Yeah, it's nice to finally get episode that feels like Halo, but at the same time, it pisses me off because why didn't we get this earlier? Why do you just all the way at the end of the season give us this? It's like, thanks for wasting our time. As much as Quan kind of sucks, the character kind of sucks. It would have been cool to see Bokeem Woodbine in the final episode somehow, some way, but his character wasn't written in a sense where he was with John, which I feel like was a big mistake on the writer's part. I think we talk about that, Mark. I think you bring that up. It would have been so cool to see him kick ass with his character's name is Soren, if I remember correctly.
Spartan Soren,
Would have been so cool to see him kick ass with Master Chief, but no, we did not get that. The action in this was pretty cool. When they were sniping grunts and whatnot, that was pretty neat. I like that. Yeah, it's just it was fun, but at the same time, it still doesn't change my view on the series overall. And I'll just say that for now, and I'll pass the mic.
Mark, what'd you think about episode 9?
I liked it. Most of the episodes this season I liked. This is probably the best, the one that I liked the most. This one, the first one, and a lot was because of the action. And it definitely left it open for a season 2.
Yeah.
I'm just curious as to how they're going to pull this off.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like you said, it's a nice balance of, intrigue and action.
Yeah. And a lot of tension too. We have Halsey getting away, so Kai has to chase after her. Even the Spartans start going down mid-battle, which was kind of goofy because I believe it was Commander Keyes said, I'm going to send like 10,000 troops in. And then they're like, nah, 4 of us got this. And
Right.
They all get destroyed.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Yeah. Whoops.
Pretty interesting, though, at the end, Cortana takes over Chief's body. What do you guys think about that, Kristian?
Hopefully it means more lore accurate Chief in terms of the games.
Yeah, that was like the first time it felt like Master Chief was in the TV show.
Yeah.
Because he didn't say jack shit, and he was just badass, mowing everybody down.
Exactly.
Dual-wielded and everything.
He wasn't Anakin Skywalker in Attack of the Clones. Just
Boy.
whining his ass off about stuff.
It kind of makes me wonder, why did we give him, well, not we, why did the writers give him this sort of battle with his emotions to just kind of throw it out the window in this last episode and make him like Master Chief in the video game? What was the point of doing all that? Just to be like, oh, well, now he's just regular Master Chief. There was like, I felt like there wasn't a payoff with that.
Yeah. I also heard that this was originally going to be a 10-episode season, and they cut the last episode. So I wonder if that's what we're missing and why it kind of feels like a big cliffhanger for season 2.
Yeah.
But I guess that's what we're going to explore in season 2 is how do you get John back? Is it even possible to get John back? I don't think that we even want John back. I think
No.
that we just want badass Master
Yep.
Chief.
Yep.
Well, who's going to wield the artifact? Mackey's dead.
That's right.
He's gone.
Yeah.
What's going to happen there?
So they need John back.
The Covenant, they need the map that it shoots into the air in order to get to their, blessed place, or, you know what I mean? So, yeah, all that's up in the air.
Yeah.
Halo 1.
Yeah, we didn't
Assault on the control room.
We didn't get the Fall of Reach. We didn't even make it to the
Right.
Halo.
They're doing whatever they're doing as far as the timeline, because it's not canon.
Yeah,
So they're just doing whatever they want.
they're just milking the whole series, I guess.
Yeah, I mean they're doing their own thing.
Yeah,
Like, because it's like, do whatever you want, non-canon. I mean, because you saw how we just like picked up the artifact, like the big, like,
yeah, the artifact.
concrete thing or whatever.
Yeah,
But yeah, in terms of like the whole artifact situation, I think like, Because in Halo 1, he goes to is there a name for that giant room? Like when Cortana tells Chief to do the thing right before you find the flood.
Shoot, I can't remember what that place is called.
It's in the level assault on the control room right at the end.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never knew what name the room was, but you could do something like that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Even though they're doing the whole we need the map to the Halo. So I guess that's kind of what the artifacts are anyway.
Yeah.
Cuz they just land on the thing in the game.
They just stumble upon the Halo.
Yeah. So it's like
I don't know.
yeah. We don't know.
The action though, guys, Chief taking on like 5 brutes. What do you guys think about that? And like hundreds of elites the team is taking on.
It was cool to see the Zealots
Yeah, that was really cool. I'm glad they made it in there.
and like some honor guard-esque elites.
Mm-hmm.
I always liked that design in the second Halo with the honor guards.
Yeah.
Those big helmets, they never brought that back.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That always looked cool.
Good to see him in the TV show.
Yeah.
I thought the grunts were designed pretty well. They looked
Yeah, they
great.
look pretty good.
Yeah.
All the alien design got better, I
Mhm.
think, because in the first episode they looked weird. Like the elites, they look like almost like brutes, kind of.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It looks like they saw that and like changed something because they look more normal. All the enemies looked a lot more lore accurate.
Yeah.
So
I will say though, guys, I think that this might be the Spartan Kai show, because she was taking on Halsey. She has a lot of good dialogue, and she's the Spartan that I cared about the most in this whole series.
yeah, I'd say she's my favorite because I mean I want it should be Master Chief. It should be John, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, the writers, it seemed, gave her much more just stuff to do.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. More stuff to overcome, more
Yeah.
challenges.
Written more, a little more interesting also.
Yeah. Because she got blown up like episode 5, I think, or something like
Yeah,
that.
somewhere around there.
Yeah. So she's had to come back and everything and overcome her feelings and still take everybody on. I really liked Kai in the end. She was really cool. I'm looking forward to season 2 exploring more of that character.
Yeah.
And McKee, she was set up to be a love interest. She was set up to be able to read the map and teach John how to read the map. And then she just totally dies. And that's it. You guys think that she'll return, or you think that's it?
I hope not.
It's possible, but yeah, Sam, I hope not.
Yeah. I like the actress.
Yeah, actress
Charlie
is fine.
Murphy?
Yeah,
She was good.
she's fine. It's just again, it's the character. It's the writing.
Yeah, yeah. They set us up to watch her have sex with Master Chief, and then they just kill her.
Yeah, again, there's no payoffs for these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why? Why did we do that? You know,
I think
just for the sake of doing it. Hey, Master Chief had sex. You weren't expecting that, were you?
got
Little
him.
curveball there.
Yeah.
Well, hey, this happens.
Well, this chip was taken out, so he's exploring his humanity by
Yeah.
banging some chick.
But see, that's my problem though. And then he just goes to robot, emotionless, nothing at the end of this episode. So it's like, why did we do that?
Right.
Unless in season 2 they bring him down from that, which again, I don't even know if I want that.
Yeah.
But it's not about what I want; it's what these writers think that I want. So
Well, she kept saying that she didn't know if she could bring him back. So maybe she does
Maybe.
bring him back.
yeah,
Somebody's got to be able to control the artifacts.
right.
Yeah.
Good point.
When Kai was trying to stop Halsey's plane, she boarded it, and the assistant bapped her in the back of the head.
Yeah, Kristian. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Like you're wearing no armor. You have you have this little like metal like pipe or whatever you're using to like hit a Spartan, and then of course she kills him.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, he didn't really think that one through.
And he knows probably a little bit about how they were made and stuff. And yeah, he just made a really bad decision.
It's just all about the emotion of these characters. He was just acting emotionally. It's all That's the point of this show. Characters and their emotions.
So dense.
It's so dense. These characters are just so deep.
There's so much going on at once. You just blows you back.
Yes.
I really like the twist with Halsey. It added a little bit more flavor to the mix, I think. Shows that she's actually a really smart lady, you know. She's almost a villain in this TV show.
Yeah.
The way she's trying to like stop John and
Yeah.
turn on the UNSC and everything for the greater good, of course.
Yeah.
But she's,
course.
I guess it's like an anti-hero.
Right.
I did like that twist, using her clones to cover for her, and then she's just chilling out, writing stuff down. I don't know what she's
Right.
doing.
Yeah, I know. Same. Yeah, I was confused because I didn't know the whole clone thing. I was like, wait, what? How did she?
I
That
just figured
really-
that out.
Yeah.
Like you had to tell me.
Oh, really?
I couldn't
I
tell
didn't
that it was
know.
a clone.
I didn't either.
Cause like she's just hanging out on Reach after, and I'm like, oh,
That was Reach.
yeah, I think.
Okay.
So, right.
I think Miranda Keys, when she's like watching her mom bleed out on the table, she like plays back some memories in her head where she's like, "Oh yeah, my clones that I used to send out for the
Oh.
Spartans. They used to have nosebleeds and die all of a sudden."
Oh, that's what she was saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Kristian and I were probably talking about how we wanted to watch Jackass or something.
talking about more furniture.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what do you want to pick up
We're
at
talking about
IKEA
going out.
later?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like, do you have a screwdriver to build the IKEA stuff? Do we need to pick that up too? No.
Did you see when she was sitting there at the end writing the sign right behind her? They talked about dinosaurs and Earth to reach and all that kind of stuff. So that was really, really cool.
I did.
Oh.
I saw a glimpse of that. I didn't totally read it all though.
Huh.
Yeah, it was neat.
I wonder if she was at like a museum or something.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Yeah.
And there were kids walking in and out, so they were probably, like field trips and such.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about now.
Adds a little bit more to that world
Yeah.
too on Reach.
Mhm.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
The fact that we got the hell off of Earth and found another place to live.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. So guys, let's rate episode 9, and then after that we'll rate the whole season overall.
Okay.
You guys ready?
Sounds good.
Starting with Kristian, what do you give episode 9?
Give it 3.5.
Nice.
Even though I wish we got more of this throughout the season. Yeah. The action's cool. I like that we get normal Master Chief now. Is Cortana gonna maybe like try and like make him sort of fall in love with her, as there's like that implied romance? And I really mean implied in the games. It's not something super obvious at all, which
Yeah.
I think it should be like,
Yeah.
instead of fucking the alien chick. So, yeah, but 3.5.
Nice. Ian, what about you?
I'll give this one a 3. You know, it had good action, but again, all the exposition, the story, the character, it's just, it still was just not interesting to me. The only thing I thought this episode did pretty decently was the action. And again, it's like, it's almost a little it's too little too late.
Right.
You try to win me back with this action, but it's like, no. I mean, the episode was entertaining, but I guess I'll get into more when we rate the season.
Okay.
But this episode was fine for what it was, and I'll give it a 3.
Nice. Mark, what about you?
I teeter between a 3.75 and a 4. The action's fine. I wasn't crazy about the video game looking, especially from first person during the action. I keep going back to his conversation with Cortana on the ship. She says something about, if I'm going to take over your body or something, I want it to be in better shape. She along those lines, she says something like that, and it's just stuff like that really. So.
She's like a little snarky.
Yeah, well, yeah, not bad. She kind of smiled, and
Yeah.
she's messing with him. And I'm going to stay with 3.75.
Nice. As for me, I think this was probably the best episode in the whole series. I gotta give it a 4. I think the highest rated out of the whole series. The action was fantastic. We had that little twist, like I keep saying, on Halsey. I really cared about the Spartans this time around. Seeing them all drop in mid-battle, I was like, oh shit, how are we gonna get out of this? I didn't know who was gonna survive in that battle. I didn't know if Riz was completely dead after getting stuck. In the game, if you get stuck, you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing she's actually still alive. Maki went down, shot through the heart. You know, I look forward to season 2 now. I don't know how they did it. I don't know why they made me feel that way, but I look forward to season 2. I want to explore more, especially seeing Chief as Chief at the very end. We didn't get much of that, but we saw Chief finally, and I was like, oh man, give me more of that. With Cortana being in his brain, you know. Now, if you do analyze this episode a little bit more closer, like some fans on Twitter have been doing, you can poke holes in it a lot. Like the prophets were just floating there above them. I don't know why somebody didn't just turn around and snipe them real quick. And, you know, I try not to look too close at these things. I'm just trying to be in it and have a little bit of fun. So I'll give it a 4 out of 5, guys. Sure. Now, as far as the whole season goes, let's rate the whole season. Kristian, can you start us off?
It's out of 5. Still.
Yeah.
I guess 3. Whoa. Overall.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, it could be so much better, but yeah, I'll give it a 3. Like, I want more of what we got at the end, and I'm hoping if I do end up watching season 2 that's what we get, which, you know, we get more of the Halo that is Halo instead of the drama that we didn't need, the unnecessary backstory. Yeah, and I'm hoping that's what they're doing. They're getting away from that, and they're just going to focus more on the actual, like, story of Halo. So,
nah.
No?
Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen. One can hope, though. One can hope.
Yeah.
Ian, what about you for the whole season?
The whole season, 2.5 out of 5. I can't give it a passing grade. You can't call your show Halo and just make it feel like a generic sci-fi streaming show. That doesn't feel like Halo for me.
I don't like this, Chief. I don't like this one bit.
Maybe season 2 will be better. You know, play the waiting game on that. But yeah, it's just yeah. 2.5. It had its moments, but overall, I'm not leaving this feeling like I gained anything or I got enjoyment overall. Most of the time, I was just bored, or just scratching my head, and then it'd be like, oh, well, that was something kind of cool, and then it'd go back to majority of it boring, and yeah. So 2.5 out of 5 for me.
Nice. Mark, what about you?
3.75. I like the filler, and I like the filler. It was a. You're right, though. It didn't necessarily have to wear the Halo hat, but I thought overall it was just a decent show. The Quan Ha part of it, it really didn't need to happen. You know, they found one of the artifacts there, and then maybe they should have kind of sewn that up quicker. And then, you know, find some way of putting Bokeem in, and with, not necessarily make him a Silver Team person, but, you know, help in some way. You know, and I hope maybe season 2 they'll use more of him. So, yep, 3.75.
Nice. As for me, I think I'll give it a 3. I'll give it a 3. It's not a perfect Halo show, even like Ian is saying. It's more of a generic sci-fi show with the Halo stamp on top. We get to see a couple familiar enemies from the Halo video games, a couple familiar weapons, even like Commander Keyes and all the characters we love. But they're not truly the same thing from the games.
No.
Now, as for the whole season, it is a lot of setup. You know, we're trying to kind of give these characters emotions, trying to give them something that we want to root for. I don't know if they're very successful at that. Maybe later on down the road, we'll feel those feelings. I don't know. It depends on where we're going with this thing. Yeah. I don't even know where they're going with this thing. Like we were saying, it is the silver timeline. They can go anywhere they want. We might not even end up on the Halo ring until season like 4. Who knows?
Boy.
Yeah, big boy. But
Big boy.
you know, we did it. We made it, guys. That's all I could say about the Halo show. You know, I probably won't even rewatch it anytime soon. I think I will tune in for season 2 though, because I do want to see if we can improve this at all, if we can keep going forward.
Do they have a date yet for this season 2, or is that still kind of to be announced?
Probably to be announced.
Okay.
Another thing though is watching all the behind the scenes. They did shoot this during COVID, so you see everybody wearing masks backstage and everything. I wonder if restrictions being lifted, if that will help us at all. I don't know. This was a $90 million show. Incredible budget, and it comes through the screen. You know, it is very nice visuals, very nice props, very nice practical effects. Those writers though, guys, they killed us the whole season. I didn't care about Quan, like Mark was saying. You know, we would have loved to see more Bokeem. He was a great actor. Well, whatever, guys.
Yeah, what is?
We'll try again next season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But but that is a wrap on our coverage of the Halo series.
The Coconut Bangers Ball. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. Yeah. Until next season, guys. Cheers. Later.
Yeah, bye.
Thank Christ.